Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris Lemig at True Nature Hypnotherapy. I've got a few minutes in between appointments here today, and I wanted to talk a little bit about imposter syndrome. That's one of the sort of the main issues that I help people to work through here with using hypnosis and hypnotherapy and other techniques. And wanted to talk a little bit about what is imposter syndrome. What are we talking about when we say imposter syndrome? Well, this is the case where the sort of the name of the condition or the state, it kind of tells a little bit about what it is and what it's like. And what generally imposter syndrome is characterized by is when people, they maybe on the outside they're doing really well. They're doing really well financially, professionally. Maybe even they've got the kind of the perfect outside looking relationship and family. They got a nice house. They seems like they have it together, right? But on the inside, they feel like they are a fake or a fraud, and that feeling of that fear of always feeling like you're about to be exposed for who you truly are, it kind of makes life pretty miserable, in some cases even unbearable, where people lose sleep at night and they're always kind of worried and concerned about their performance and the job that they've done, and are people going to recognize that they did do a good job, or are they going to see all the terrible flaws that they go over in their mind? They're like, oh no, I think I misspelled that word on line 52 on page 178 in that report, and I'm gonna get fired, and there's catastrophizing thoughts and things like that. So what imposter syndrome comes down to is that it's a matter of core identity, how we view ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. And the person who experiences imposter syndrome, how they view themselves is through a very skewed lens. It's through a damaged lens, and a lot of times this damage to the lens or to the view of who they are occurs and sort of happens and is rooted in early childhood trauma, upbringing, conditions, how they were treated by their caregivers, their parents, and the other adults in their lives. And as we're kids, we can kind of internalize negative messages about ourselves and carry that into adulthood. So someone who's experiencing imposter syndrome is likely carrying those long, kind of held beliefs about themselves, that they're not valuable as they are, they're not worthy, they're not good enough, there's something wrong with them, they're flawed or incomplete in somehow, or maybe they're not worthy of love, or if only they did, things perfectly, then they would be able to validate their worthiness and their desirability. So these are just some of the things that people experience when they're feeling this way, when they feel like they've got this view of themselves that's feels like it's broken or somehow fundamentally flawed. And what I do with people is I welcome them to begin to look deeper into themselves. And we do this through a process of hypnosis and hypnotherapy, where we're able to guide the person into a state where they can have a more realistic experience of who they truly are, right? Underneath, beneath, below, separate from all those stories that we tell ourselves. If we peel all of that away, all those layers of the onion away of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm a bad person, there's something wrong with me. If we pull away all of those stories, just set them aside for a little while, who's left? What is left? And, what's left is a pure, innately good being whose right to be and whose worthiness and whose value is just simply unassailable. It's unquestionable. And when people begin to have that experience, and sometimes it's a process, it takes some time to be able to filter through and to break down all of those negative stories and those long-held beliefs. But as soon as we do, the person is able to experience a more of a realistic sense of who they truly are. And who they truly are is pretty amazing, full of intelligence, full of wisdom, full of unconditional loving capacity, full of transformational healing power. So that's what I help people do. I help people recognize that they're already the person that they wish they could be. They're already the person that they want to be, and that they don't have to do anything or prove anything to anyone to make that happen or to create that in some way. You already are a pure, loving, intelligent, wise being, and we can put you in touch with that. So that's a little bit about imposter syndrome that I wanted to share. Hope I didn't ramble too much there, but I love this kind of stuff. I love talking about it, and I love sharing, the news that hypnosis and hypnotherapy are really powerful ways of changing and transforming our thoughts about ourselves, our ideas about ourselves, so that we can live a more fulfilling, enjoyable, and meaningful life. So again, my name's Chris Lemig with True Nature Hypnotherapy. If you'd like to learn more, please go and check out my website at truenaturehypnotherapy.com, or you can call me and we can set up a consultation appointment, a free time to talk, where we can chat about what you're experiencing and maybe how hypnosis can help. And you can call me at 206-747-1095. Okay, that's it for today. Take care and have a wonderful day.